Hello, everyone. Welcome to our another video on Elite Expertise. So Elite Expertise is a YouTube channel which brings a lot of information for pharmacists, those who are planning to move to overseas, like to Australia, Canada, US, UK, or Ireland. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about the Canadian pharmacist procedures, like what are the steps that are involved in order to become a pharmacist in Canada, and what is the fee structure, that how much fees that you need to pay for each and every procedure or each and every step. Okay, so let's begin this video, guys. So at first I will present my slide. Okay, so as I mentioned, that Elite Expertise is a platform which helps a lot of pharmacists to migrate to overseas, like to Australia, Canada, US, and UK. So Elite Expertise will provide the complete training for pharmacists, those who are planning to take their licensing examinations. If you are planning to move to Australia, so you need to clear your KAPS examination and other oral and the written examinations. So everything that we will help you to clear those examinations. The same thing that we do for Canada, Ireland, US, and UK as well. Okay. So please visit our website at www.eliteexpertise.com.au. So you can find everything, all the details, information up over there. So in this video, I'm going to explain about how to become a pharmacist in Canada. That is, what are the steps which are involved and the complete fee structure to become a pharmacist in Canada. Okay. So let's begin. Canada, it is one of the countries where most of the pharmacists, they plan to go and work as a pharmacist up over there. Okay. So the reason why everyone, they dream Canada is Canada, the pharmacy practice is very high. They maintain a high standards. And at the same time, the pharmacists are paid well. And the pharmacists in Canada, they also have the prescribing rights. And at some stage, like in case if they plan to migrate to US, okay, it becomes much easy for them to go and practice up over there in US as well. So that's why most of the overseas pharmacists, they plan to go to Canada and practice as a pharmacist up over there. Okay. So now let's have a look through what are the steps that are involved, like initially what you need to do in order to get registered yourself as a pharmacist in Canada. Okay. So let's begin. So the first thing is all the exams, that is the licensing exam in Canada, will be conducted by PEBC. Okay. PEBC stands for the Pharmacy Examining Board of Canada. That is PEBC. It will conduct all the licensing exams. Okay. And as you are international graduates or international students, those who have qualified in overseas, so you need to go to the PEBC website and go to international graduates, where you can find all the information up over there. That is, what are the steps which are involved and how you need to get registered yourself and how you need to appear for the licensing exam for each part of the exam. Okay. But here in this video, I have sorted everything. I made it easy for you, and I will present each and every step. Okay. So then first step, like there are 4 main steps which are involved. So the step 1 is, at first you need to undergo for the document evaluation. Okay. So that is the first step in order to become a pharmacist in Canada. And then the second step is you need to clear the evaluating examination. And then after clearing the evaluating examination, the next step will be to clear the qualifying examination, which is the part 1 of qualifying examination. And this part 1 of qualifying examination is MCQ based exam. Even the evaluating examination, which is the step 2, it is also a MCQ based exam. And after clearing the first part of qualifying examination, then you will enter into the second part of the qualifying examination, which is the oral exam. Okay, so that is the OSCE. So everything, all the steps that I will explain you in detail. But at first, let's have a look through the first step, that what we need to do in order to get enrolled ourselves and to write the evaluating exam. So the first step is to undergo for the document evaluation. So for document evaluation, in order to become a pharmacist in Canada, or in order to appear all these examinations, so candidates must have at least 4 years of degree. Okay, so 4 years, that is the bachelor degree, is acceptable in Canada to clear the licensing examination and to become a pharmacist in Canada. Okay, and as you have got your license in your home country, like in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or in South Africa, or wherever you are. Okay, so at first what you need to do is you need to get the credential approvals for your evaluating exam. So in order to get the credential approvals for appearing for the evaluating examination, so you must get enrolled with NAPRA. So NAPRA stands for the National Association of Pharmacy Regulatory Authorities in Canada. So you need to get enrolled with NAPRA, and NAPRA will provide you a national ID. Okay, and this national ID is essential for you to move further and to clear all the exams. Okay, so but in order to enroll with NAPRA, so at first you need to get enrolled with the Pharmacist Gateway Canada. Okay, so Pharmacist Gateway Canada, it is the platform through which all the overseas, that is the international graduates, okay, so they need to get their, so they can get their NAPRA ID by getting enrolled in the Pharmacist Gateway Canada. Okay, so here we can have a look. So this is the website for the Pharmacist Gateway Canada. So you need to log in. So you need to create your user ID and password, and then you need to go to the portal. And then after submitting all the documents, like at first you need to get enrolled with the Pharmacist Gateway Canada. And for enrolling with the Pharmacist Gateway Canada, the enrollment fee is $375. So you need to pay $375 in order to get enrolled with the Pharmacist Gateway Canada. Okay. So this $375 are not for your document evaluation. So this $375 are only to get enrolled with the Gateway Canada. Okay. Then after you get enrolled with the Pharmacist Gateway Canada, then the next step is you need to start your document evaluation. So in order to start your document evaluation, so what you need to do is you need to pay the PEBC fee, that is the document evaluation fee of $695. Okay, so you need to pay the document evaluation fee of $695. After paying the fee, now your actual step of document evaluation will start. Okay, so for this step, what they do is they will provide you a complete list of the documents that they require. That is, the PEBC will send you all the list of the documents. So you need to organize all the documents. The main document that they need are your transcripts, your qualifying certificate, your licensing certificate, okay, and your photo ID, that is the passport. Okay, all the documents, they need the photocopies, and all the photocopies should be certified. Okay, so it should be certified by a notary lawyer or just a general lawyer in your home country. So they need to certify the documents, and you need to send the original copies, the certified copies, the hard copies, to PEBC Canada. Okay, so PEBC won't accept through emails, so you need to send the hard copies of over there. Okay, hard copies of not the original documents, not your original documents, so the hard copies of certified documents. Okay, so once you send all the certified documents, the hard copies, then after they receive all the documents, okay, they will assign a case officer, and the case officer will take 8 weeks time to assess all your documents. Okay, so now during this step, what happens is the case officer will go through all the documents that you have submitted, and in case if there is any discrepancies, then the case officer will revert. They will send an email to you, and they will ask for any further additional documents. Okay, so it is your responsibility to organize all the documents and send it to them. Okay, so if you fail to send, then the case officer, like your file, it won't move forward. Okay, so make sure that you need to organize everything, and you need to send all the documents that whatever be the case officer that asks to you. Okay, so once the case officer is satisfied with all the documents, then the case officer will give eligibility for you to sit for evaluating exam. Okay, so now you will get a letter to sit for evaluating exam. So evaluating exam is the first exam for all the overseas qualified pharmacists. Okay, so evaluating exam, this exam will be held twice yearly. Okay, and it is completely MCQ based exam, okay, multiple choice exam. So regarding the exam pattern and how the questions will be, I will make a separate video. Okay, so in this video, just I'm explaining you about the fee structure, but the complete exam pattern and everything will be in a separate video. Okay. And the fees for the evaluating examination will be $890. Okay, and all the fees that I mentioned here is in Canadian dollars, not the US dollars. The fee which is mentioned here is in Canadian dollars. Okay. So you need to pay $890, and the exam will be held twice yearly, and it is completely a MCQ based exam. Okay. So now this exam, as it is a MCQ based exam, so this exam will be conducted by the Prometric, and you can take this exam wherever you are. Okay, like in case if you are in India, Pakistan, or in Africa, or wherever in the world, so you can appear for this exam. Okay, so here is the complete list of the countries and the major cities where the Prometric is organizing the evaluating examination. So this is the list from the official website of Pharmacist Gateway Canada. Okay, so like for example, if you are in India, you can take your exam in 7 cities like Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Gurgaon, Hyderabad, Kolkata, and Mumbai. Okay, so likewise, you can check in the official website, and then you can organize wherever you are in wherever in whatever the country you are, and wherever be the city that you are planning to take. So just you need to have a look if the Prometric center is available. If it is available, then you can appear for the examination up over there. Okay, then so what happens here is after you clear your evaluating examination, so you will get this pass result. Okay, so if you are successful, then you will get a letter that you have successfully cleared your evaluating examination. Okay, so far we have covered the first 2 steps. That is, you have undergone your document evaluation. Okay, and then you have cleared your evaluating examination. Now moving to the next step. So the next step is the step 3, which is the qualifying examination part 1. So qualifying examination, it is the examination where the examiners, like, they want to assess your complete pharmacy practice knowledge. Okay. So here, this qualifying examination, it is divided into 2 parts. That is part 1 and part 2. So part 1 of qualifying examination is MCQ based exam. Okay. Again, this exam will be conducted by Prometric. Okay, so it is a MCQ based exam, and the examination fee for qualifying exam is $835. Okay. And here, in order to clear both the parts, okay, you will be given like 3 years time. Okay, so let's say for example in 2023 you have cleared your first part of qualifying examination. Okay, then you will be given 3 years time. 24, 25, and 26, like before the end of 2026. So you need to clear your second part of your qualifying examination as well. Okay, so you'll be given 3 years time to clear both the parts of qualifying examination. And the number of attempts which are allowed is only 3. Even for the evaluating examination, the candidates are given only 3 attempts. Like within 3 attempts, you need to clear the exam. Okay. Then after clearing the qualifying examination part 1, which is MCQ based exam, then the next step and the last step is clearing the qualifying examination part 2. So this qualifying examination part 2 is completely oral exam. It is an objective structured clinical examination, which is an OSCE, where it is mainly related to problem identifying and solving skills. So you need to identify what are the problems, and you need to solve the problems in the given prescription or whatever be the case scenario it is. Okay, and also they will assess your communication skills, how you are communicating with other healthcare professionals. So in this exam, you also need to communicate with the patients, you need to communicate with the doctors, you need to communicate with other healthcare professionals. So to make sure that the patients receive a better outcome, okay, a better health outcome. So your communication skills will also be assessed in this exam. Okay, that is the qualifying exam part 2. And the fees for this qualifying examination part 2 is $1,875. Okay, so and all the fees which is mentioned is in Canadian dollars. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, that regarding the exam patterns and how the exam will be, so everything that I will prepare a separate video, and in that video I will explain completely about the examination patterns. Okay, so now So far, you have cleared your first step, that is document evaluation. You have done your second step, that is evaluating exam. Then you have done your third step, that is qualifying examination part 1. And you have done your fourth step, that is qualifying examination part 2. Okay. So it means that you have done all your examinations. Okay. So once you have done your examinations, now PEBC will give you a certificate, okay, that you have cleared everything, that all the examinations are cleared. Okay. So after receiving that PEBC certificate, so you'll be awarded with a certificate. Then with that certificate, you are eligible to register as a pharmacist with the Pharmacy Board of Canada. But before that, you also need to clear your jurisprudence exam, okay, and also your English language test. So English language, Canada accepts IELTS or TOEFL. So you can go with either with IELTS or with the TOEFL. And for IELTS, it is usually academic IELTS, and the overall score for IELTS is 7 bands, but individual score can be just 6 bands. So 6 bands in each module, like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So you need to get at least 6 bands, but overall should be 7 in IELTS. Okay. Then after clearing everything, like you have done your PEBC certificate, now you have got your PEBC certificate after clearing all the examinations, and if required, you have also done your jurisprudence exam, and also you have got your English score. Okay, so now the next step is to get your license. Okay? You need to register with the Pharmacy Board of Canada, and you need to get your license. And for the Pharmacy Board of Canada, it needs an annual registration. That is, for every year you need to register, or you need to renew your certificate. Okay. And for the renewal or for the registration, so it costs around 860 to 1,690 Canadian dollars. Okay. So because the fee will be different in each territory. Okay. In each province or in territory, the fee for license registration will be different. So this is the rough estimation, like it costs between 860 to 1,690 dollars. Okay. And as I mentioned, the cost will differ for each province and territory, because in some territories, you also need to do some bridging course. Okay. So in this slide, here you can see, and again, this is the information from Pharmacist Gateway Canada. So here you can see the different provinces and the territories, okay? And each territory will have a different requirements to get the license. Okay. So for example, if you want to get registered in Alberta, British Columbia, or Nova Scotia, so you need to do an additional bridging course. Okay. So like in the previous steps, I have mentioned that you need to clear all the exams. So let's assume that you have done all the exams. You have cleared all your exams and you have got your PEBC certificate. Okay. So even though if you have that certificate, so you still need to do some bridging course, especially if you are planning to get registered as a pharmacist in Alberta, British Columbia, and Nova Scotia. So there will be a bridging course to be done. Okay. And especially for Quebec, you need to clear your French language as well. Okay. So in this way, there are different requirements for each territory or each province. So you need to go and have a look through each province, like in which territory or in which province or the state that you are planning to get your license. Okay. And you need to fulfill all the requirements, then only you will get your license in that province or the territory. Okay. Then the final one. So what is the final cost to get a license or to get the registered as a complete pharmacist in Canada? Okay. So this is the overall fee structure that I have mentioned. So the first step is you need to get enrolled with the Pharmacist Gateway Canada. And to enroll with the Pharmacist Gateway of Canada, it costs around $375. Then the next step is you need to pay the fees for the document evaluation, which is $695. And after you pay the document evaluation fees, your documents will be evaluated, and the case officer, if the case officer is satisfied with all the documents that you have submitted, then you will get the eligibility to sit for evaluating exam. And the fees for evaluating examination is $890. Okay. Successfully after clearing the evaluating examination, then the next step is to clear your qualifying examination part 1. And the fee for part 1 qualifying examination is 835 Canadian dollars. Okay. And after you clear the part 1, then the next step is to clear the part 2 of qualifying examination, and its fees is $1,875. And if required, then you also need to go with the jurisprudence exam, that is roughly around $200. Okay. And there will be an annual license fees. Okay. So this annual license fees, as I mentioned earlier, so it differs from territory to territory. Okay. Or it will be different in each province. So the rough estimation will be around $860 to $1,690. So if we take an average of $1,200, then the total cost to get registered will be $6,000 to $19,800 Canadian dollars. Okay. So why 19,800? Because few territories, okay, like as mentioned in the previous slide, like Alberta, British Columbia, and Nova Scotia, they need you to do a bridging course. And the cost for the bridging course will be around $13,800. Okay. So it will be different price, but on average, it will be 13 plus K. Okay. So if you add those amount, then the final amount will go up to $19,800. So 6,000 to 19,800, this is the rough estimation for all the fee structure that is involved in order to become a pharmacist in Canada. But however, here I didn't include the English language test, like as you need to clear your IELTS or the TOEFL. Okay, so some candidates can get the IELTS score within their first attempt. Okay, whereas few of them, they need to take the IELTS again, repeat the test again. Okay, so if you need to repeat the test again, then again you need to pay the fee for IELTS. The same thing goes here. Like for example, if you have failed your evaluating examination in your first attempt, then again you need to pay $890 to sit for the exam. And if you fail the qualifying examination part 1, again you need to pay $835. If you fail the part 2, then again you need to pay $1,875. Okay, so all the fees that is mentioned is just for one attempt or for one sitting, for each sitting. But if you fail, again you need to pay the same fees and you need to reappear for the examination. Okay. And here in the fee structure, I didn't include English test, as well as I didn't include the additional costs like professional indemnity insurance that you need to maintain. Okay. So this is the rough estimation of all the fees, that how much does it cost to get a pharmacist license in Canada. Okay. And all the fees that is mentioned is in Canadian dollars. And the fees that I mentioned is the current price or the current fees, as today is 24th of June 2023. So this is the price of each examination or each step. Okay, but this price can be changed. Okay, so if you go and watch the price, if you go and visit the website and have a look in 2024, the price may change. Okay, so this is the current price, guys, and this is the overall estimation or the overall cost, that how much it costs for you to get registered as a pharmacist in Canada. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video. Okay, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like our video. And in Elite Expertise YouTube channel, we will bring a lot of informations, like a lot of new videos, especially for pharmacists, those who are planning to migrate overseas. Okay, so please subscribe our channel and also share with your friends. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks once again for watching this video.